post-Reconstruction era marked a new chapter in American history, characterized by deepening racial divides. This is the story of Jim Crow, a period that reshaped civil rights and racial segregation. These laws were more than statutes. They were tools enforcing inequality, impacting every aspect of African American life. Segregation became the norm, institutionalizing discrimination. In this documentary, we will explore the origins and profound impact of these laws on individuals and communities. It's a story of struggle and resilience, set against a nation grappling with its identity. Join us as we uncover historical layers that continue to influence our present, setting the stage for an exploration of Jim Crow's origins and enduring legacy. As we turn the pages of history, we step into a world shaped by these societal divides. In the shadow of Reconstruction's end in 1877, the southern United States entered a dark historical chapter. With federal troops withdrawn, a new era of segregation emerged, shaping African American lives for generations. These were the origins of Jim Crow, laws designed to enforce racial separation and maintain white supremacy. Southern states quickly enacted legislation mandating segregation in public spaces, affecting schools, train cars, water fountains, and restrooms. Creating artificial racial divides, society's fabric was rewritten to codify inequality. For African Americans, this era represented a profound shift. The promise of freedom and equality from the Civil War was overshadowed by new legal chains. Opportunities for quality education, fair employment, and justice were systematically dismantled. The impact was immediate and severe. Communities that thrived under Reconstruction faced renewed oppression and violence. Jim Crow laws not only segregated, but also subjugated, reinforcing a societal hierarchy denying African Americans their rightful place. As we delve deeper, we uncover how these laws expanded and the resistance simmering beneath the surface. Join us as we explore the expansion of segregation and the indomitable spirit of those who dared to challenge it. As the 20th century dawned, the South was gripped by Jim Crow's iron fist. These segregation laws spread like wildfire, embedding themselves into daily life. Schools, parks, and even bus rides were governed by rules that divided and demeaned. Public life was starkly segregated, with African Americans pushed to the margins. The impact was all-encompassing. From education to employment, housing to healthcare, every aspect of life was dictated by a system intent on maintaining racial hierarchies. Yet amid this orchestrated oppression, resistance simmered. African Americans and their allies found ways to push back, reclaiming dignity and demanding justice. Some complied out of necessity, others out of fear. But many found courage to resist through quiet acts of defiance or bold protests. The resilience of those who stood against the tide laid the groundwork for future generations to challenge the status quo. As we delve deeper into this era, we uncover the profound effects these laws had on communities and individuals, setting the stage for a society deeply divided by color lines. The story of Jim Crow is not just about segregation. It is a testament to the human spirit's quest for equality and justice. During the Jim Crow era, African Americans faced systemic discrimination and limited opportunities. Daily life was dictated by segregation, affecting schools, neighborhoods, and interactions. The social and economic impacts were profound, confining African Americans to the margins and battling entrenched inequities. Personal stories from this period paint a vivid picture of resilience amidst adversity. Families made difficult choices to survive in a system designed to oppress. Communities became sanctuaries of support where individuals shared struggles and hopes for a better future. The personal experiences of those who lived under Jim Crow illustrate the daily realities of navigating a society that viewed them as lesser. They tell tales of small victories and everyday acts of defiance that collectively fueled the desire for change. These stories remind us that beneath the shadow of segregation, there was an enduring spirit of resistance. As we delve into these everyday experiences, we gain a deeper understanding of the human cost of racial segregation and the indomitable will of those who lived through it. Their stories set the stage for the unfolding narrative of resistance, leading us to the next chapter, the fight against segregation and the early civil rights movements. In America, during a time when segregation laws dictated freedom's boundaries, a fierce battle was brewing. This was a fight not only against Jim Crow laws, but against an entrenched ideology of division. Early civil rights movements began to take shape, laying the groundwork for a struggle resonating through history. Across the nation, brave individuals emerged as beacons of hope. Figures like W.E.B. Du Bois and Ida B. Wells spearheaded efforts to dismantle systemic barriers oppressing African Americans. Their courage inspired countless others, igniting a movement challenging the status quo. But it wasn't an easy road. Activists faced relentless opposition, risking their lives for equality. They organized boycotts, staged protests, and stood firm against adversity. These acts of defiance were declarations of humanity. Despite oppressive laws, African Americans and their allies persevered, their voices rising above discrimination's din. Their efforts laid the foundation for future generations to continue the fight for justice and equality. As we reflect on these early struggles, we see the seeds of change being sown, a testament to the enduring spirit of those who dared to dream of a better world. This resistance set the stage for pivotal moments in history where laws would begin to change, leading to a new era in the fight for civil rights. As the struggle against Jim Crow intensified, landmark court cases began reshaping the legal landscape. These significant battles were pivotal in challenging segregation's foundation. Influential rulings like Brown v. Board of Education struck at institutionalized racism, signaling a societal shift. Public awareness grew, fueled by activists' tireless efforts and undeniable momentum for change. Each court victory chipped away at segregation's walls, inspiring a nation to reconsider its values. This period marked a crucial turning point in the quest for equality, as the seeds of change took root. With each legal triumph, hope for a more just future seemed within reach. As we move forward, we'll explore how these pivotal moments set the stage for the decline of Jim Crow laws and paved the way for civil rights advancements. The Civil Rights Movement marked a pivotal shift in American history. The Civil Rights Act of 1964 ended Jim Crow laws, dismantling the legal framework of racial segregation. Yet, while legal barriers fell, the struggle for true equality continued as societal impacts lingered and new challenges emerged. The fight against discrimination evolved, adapting to modern complexities. This legal resolution was one chapter in an ongoing journey toward justice and equity. As we reflect on this transformative era, we recognize both triumphs and enduring challenges demanding attention today. With segregation's fall, a new era of civil rights activism emerged, setting the stage for future generations. In our next segment, we'll delve into the lessons history imparts and the importance of remembering struggles shaping our nation. Reflecting on Jim Crow's legacy reminds us of these laws' profound impact on American society. They testify to the resilience of those who endured and fought against them. Remembering this history underscores the importance of vigilance and advocacy for justice today. Jim Crow's echoes remind us that the fight for equality is ongoing and requires unwavering commitment. By understanding the past, we can better shape a future where justice and equality are realities for all. Let us honor those who came before by continuing their work, ensuring segregation's shadows never darken our society again. This is not just history, it's a call to action for each of us to stand against injustice. Together, we can forge a path toward a more equitable world, where history's lessons guide us to a brighter future for all.